everybody, this is Robert Price. So today I want to cover one chord, okay? One chord that can actually change the way you look at passing chords. At least it did for me when I first got started using this, okay? So I'm just going to show you the foundation of the chord, and we'll look at different examples, okay? So what this really is just a tritone substitution. That's all it is, okay? But we'll look at a couple of examples, all right? So for the first example, we'll be in the key of C, all right? All right? So, like I said, it's a passing chord. So for starters, you can look at it like, let's say, in a 2-5-1 type of setting. So we can do a 2. Now, on the 5, a lot of times you can, on this G, if we're in C, you can do a diminished chord, right? Over that G. Well, here go the tritone. Of course, you know, it's a tritone, you can probably play over that G, you know. Well, here we go. If we're doing the tritone substitution though, this is what you do. If your bass note is G, right? What you do is, in order to find that tritone substitution, you know, that tritone, you go 3 whole steps up from whatever bass note you're on. So you can look at it like this. If I'm on G, I can say, okay, that's 1 whole step, which is that A, B is the second one, and then that C sharp or D flat. That's your tritone, okay? This is the new note that we're going to be looking at, okay? Whatever that note is, play the major chord, okay? Okay? So in this case, we're going to play a C sharp major, okay? Now, your bass note is still G, okay? Now, you may be like, but watch how it sounds. We're going to watch this. So, this is what we're playing, okay? So, here we go. So, how would I use that? Here we go. So, like I said, one time, I think one of my other videos, I did this, right? You can do something like this. Right? Okay? So I just did a 2, 5. There go that chord. All I did was just play it in a different version. Okay? Now, how you can use this in a song, a lot of times what I do is not just a 2-5-1, but you can do this in like a 7-3-6 type of way. And I'm actually going to show that too. So, so this is what I want you to do. I just want you to understand that whatever note you're going to use a passing chord on. So let's say we're doing a 7-3-6. Well, a lot of times in my mind, I will come up with, you know, any type of fancy chord or whatever on that 3. Okay. Because if I'm in the key of C, and let's say I'm doing a song, let's say in a churchy setting, and we do a 7 like this. I know you guys have heard that 7 used before. This the 3, right? And then to the 6. Over that 3, you can do something like this. Let's say we're doing How Great, right? So, How Great is our God. A lot of people do Sing With Me, right? Well, if you want to use the melody in this context, the melody was that D. Okay? So it was like, sing with me. Okay? So watch this. You remember what I said? We can do a tritone substitution. Okay? And by the way, there's many ways to explain this, but this is just kind of the way I'm thinking about it off the top. So hopefully you guys are still with me. But I'll come back around to everything, okay? But so I'm on that 3, which is the E right now, okay? So you remember, in order to find the tritone substitution note, I have E, and I'm gonna go 3 whole steps up, okay? So I'm on E, I'm gonna go to F sharp or G flat, then A flat, then B flat, okay? That's my tritone substitution, okay? So you remember what I said? that note, now you're just going to play a major chord. So in this case, we're going to play a B flat major chord, okay? Okay? And that's still going to be over the E. Okay? Now, of course, you're looking at it like, you know, it doesn't sound right. Well, let's look at it. So here we go. You remember I said that the melody was D. Well, I can just take this F, put it down here. Okay? Now look, I have a B flat major chord, right? Over this E. So this is how it will sound. So, how great is our God? We did sing. Watch this. We'll do, the way I will voice the chord, I will probably voice it like this. Okay? So did you get that? Let me see. Okay? And this is the tritone for E. If you don't necessarily know how to do that, then I can definitely make a video about that. If you don't know how to, if you don't know your tritones for certain bass notes, you know, or every bass note rather. But so this is the tritone for this E. Okay, pretty much making it an E7. But all right, I just used that B flat major chord and I used that as the tritone. Okay. Okay, and it still went, right? Although this B flat is not in the key of C, we were still able to get away with it, okay? So that's when you want to use a passing chord, you know, like that, but you want to use that tritone substitution. You can use it still following the melody. So it's not like you're taking away from the song. So again, I'm going to do it again on that 7/3/6. This is with the song, How Great Is Our God, right? How great is our God. You can do sing with me, how great, okay? So like you can use it in so many contexts. So you can use it on a 2-5-1, and of course I will put it on that 5, right? That's what I did earlier when I played the C sharp. You remember that C sharp major chord over that G? I just did a tritone substitution. I just showed you guys on this E. Hope that's loud enough. All right. So I used it on a 3. You can do it on over a 2-5-1. Now remember, you can do this wherever. Some songs doesn't necessarily require that you play the melody every single chord. I hope you understand that. Even if you're grooving or something like that, you don't necessarily have to think about the melody note every single chord, okay? Now with this song, How Great, you could structure your chords to actually go with the melody, but with this passing chord like this, when I did this on the 2, like let's say a 2-5-1, let's say 2-5-1, okay? It's not too many melody notes that you're going to find in C that has C sharp in it, especially if unless a singer is just very jazzy and they want to do that. But for the most part, that melody note, C sharp, that's outside the key of C. But of course, you can play those type of chords and get away with it, especially if you're not going to be on that chord for a while. So, okay, all right. So let's put this in another example. So let's go up to C sharp, okay? All right. Let's say we were doing the anthem. I covered that before, so that's why I'm bringing up songs that I've already done. So we're doing Hallelujah. I know you guys know this song, right? You can do a passing chord. So you have to go back to the 6, right? We're getting back to the 6. So in this case, you can do a 7, 3, and then it gets you back to the 6, okay? So, whoa, okay? So what I just did was I did a tritone substitution, okay, guys? I knew that my 3 was going to be that F, right? So what I did was I went 3 whole steps up, okay? So 1, 2, 3. And you can actually do 3 whole steps down now that I'm looking at it. 1, 2, 3. Either way, you will land on the note that you're supposed to. So of course, when I got on that note, I said I can just play that major chord. In this case is B, okay? So you can play a B major over F, okay? All right, now of course by itself it doesn't sound good, but when you couple it with the tritone, of course, it just sounds amazing. So over that F, the tritone for that F will be, right? Okay, so it will sound like this. And now you're back. Hallelujah. You see? So I just want to show you guys that you can really put it in there. Now the other melodies that I did, that's just me kind of embellishing. But yeah, you can really use this to yeah, to really take your playing to that next level with just this one concept, okay? I did kind of cover this before, but I never just stuck with that one thing, you know? So with this one concept, you can, you know, kind of take your playing to the next level, like I said before. So I hope this brought some value. I did want this this lesson or video to be a little bit shorter. But let me know how you guys take it, okay? Let me just go over a recap just in case it kind of went over your head at first. What I'm doing is just called a tritone substitution. So I'm picking my spots pretty much. So if I'm doing a 2-5-1, like I'll go back to C. If I'm in the key of C and I'm doing a 2-5-1, right? On that 5, and you know, you can do a substitution, a tritone substitution. You can just go 3 whole steps up, and whatever that note is, in this case, if our bass note is G, in this case we want to do a tritone substitution, so we'll do 3 whole steps up, right? I'm going to play that chord. I'm going to play that major chord. I'm still going to keep the tritone for the G though. Okay? All right? So that's why I showed that example earlier when I did a 2-5-1. Okay? So it's a lot of things you can do with that, okay? So hope that brought value. Let me know. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, okay? Talk to you guys soon.